Welcome to the Gym Plus Coffee podcast. Welcome to episode 7. I'm Ian, producer of the podcast and member of the Gym Plus Coffee community team. On this week's episode, co-founder Diarmuid McSweeney sits down with George McCabe from G-Force Fitness. G-Force Fitness was the winner of the Best Community Gym at our Make Life Richer Awards. To say that the G-Force crew are an energetic bunch might be a little bit of an understatement. Their energy in the room on the night of the awards was electric. George is passionate about community and making G-Force the best environment it can be. As you will hear, he has faced some serious troubles in his life, but now he's an amazing role model to the 800 plus members and the young people in his community. He's a testament that even when faced with significant adversity in life, that you can still turn your life around for the better. George oozes positivity, and he's known for his late night and early morning motivational text messages to his members. His love for his community is next to none, and they return it in abundance. They love the energy he brings, and we do too. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this incredible story. Hope you enjoy.
George, you're very welcome to the Gym Plus Coffee podcast. Absolutely delighted to have you here.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
A recent winner of a Make Life Richer Award, Best Community Gym. Maybe best reaction on the night.
I think so, yeah. I don't know what I didn't expect. I say it because we were standing facing away in the camera. I was facing away in the back screen, so when I was sitting there, I thought you were calling out. I thought you were calling out each gym, or showing each pitch at the gym first. So I didn't know what to do. I actually didn't know what to do. Yeah, it was because I think I convinced myself all the way up to that we weren't worthy of being winners, down to the fact that we were only open. So I just didn't believe that, but I did believe. I had a deep down belief that my members believed what G-Force was. Yeah. So I think we always did have a good chance. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a few interesting things already. I think that we've been chatting about before we started recording, which is like your philosophy around winners and not winners, people who are bringing them just participants into it. You don't need to win. So I'd love to talk about that, but there's a lot of people that aren't going to know what G-Force is, so we're going to have to explain this phenomenon for the last 2 years. So we'll get into that, but just before we do, I'd love to talk to you about your own background, because for anyone who comes into the health and fitness space, they must have gone on a journey in the back, in the background. So what has been your journey into that, and how have you transitioned into now being a big business owner?
Big business. I like the sounds of that. No, I've never came from. I've came from a background with a broken family basically. We've lost me. My father was murdered. My brother was murdered. So we've always came from emotional stages where we got over one person and another death came and another death came. I got into a few bad things myself all days. A lot of addiction brought up around my lifestyle. So because of the amount of hurt I went through, I was in a wheelchair for 2 years. So I was shot in both legs. I was left. So there's things like that. Like it was always little rundown. So I always came in and out of addiction. Just a poor not a poor background. Like my man got me everything we ever wanted. So it wasn't a poor background, but we didn't have what anyone else has. I was always kind of, so I don't want to go too much into details about it. It was just a broken lifestyle. Everything we went through was broken. Our family was broken. My mind was broken. My heart was broken. My older brother was taken away at a young age. He was 21 years of age. It was on my 18th birthday he died. Well, the day before, you know what I mean? And when we woke up for the day before my birthday, he bought a limousine for my 18th birthday. And that showed up at the house, do you know what I mean? And he was done it as a surprise. Do you know what I mean? And then he was horrifically murdered. He was tortured, do you know what I mean? So it was just the way that happened and then the way everything went after that. I was a bit of a mammy's boy before then. I was very caught up with my man. I was afraid to kind of always move away and things like that. I was always not quiet, but I was the quiet one in the family, But it just sprawled out of control from when my brother passed away. I cut away all emotions from my body. I had no emotions. When my brother passed away, I sat beside his bed. I think I cried for about 2 weeks. Well, he was in hospital for 10 days. He survived through it for 10 days, and then we had to turn the machine off 10 days later. So I just felt like through the whole course of the 10 days, I built up a lot of hate for the world, a lot of hate for everybody. And I promised myself, I just made a promise myself, look, I'm never going to shed a tear again. So, my brother's dead 17 years now and I haven't cried. I cried at the Life Awards. I actually did.
That's when you let it out.
Yeah, I think like as I said just even there before, like with my brother coming to me the day before I decided to go out to a field and attack me dream of G-Force. I believe he I don't like people don't believe that, but I believed he touched a part of my heart where he said, George, you're either going to go this way, this is your last chance going that way, so if you're going that way, you're not going to be coming back from that way.
Yeah.
Basically, that's what he was kind of trying to say, like, so. So this is your chance to go the right direction. You have one chance only.
And that COVID period for a lot of people, for everybody was
Yeah.
really hard.
Well,
but
that's
for
what I
people
mean.
People with addictions,
That's what
it
I
was
mean. So
particularly
like
hard.
when I like think of it this way, like I was working 16 hours a day in the gym. I was going to the gym at 6 in the morning. I was coming out at 10 o'clock at night, Monday to Friday. That's all I done. So I was always in a pure structured program. Now I was going through a lot of issues through being me days in the Coliseum, the Herberton. I was going through a very, very deep addiction that I kept to myself, but I didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew. Some people knew the ins and outs of it, but didn't know the depths of what I was going through. You know what I mean? So I kept that kind of to myself. But then as soon as the lockdown came, it was opened up to I could freelance that. I didn't have to I could freely do that then. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And that's crept back in. But I never liked it. But I was always saying to myself, one day you're gonna do the snap. It's something my heart always said to me. Like when I was going through back into the stages of getting back into that depths, I was like, one day you just do it. Just keep doing it, George. You're all right. You're not fully an addict yet. You're not fully back into that life. You're still working. You're collecting your wage every week. You're paying your you're giving your way. I always felt like you're on top of things. I never was on top of it. I realise that now. Because where my potential is now, from stepping away from it, from waking up one day and walking away and just growing from there on. And then that's what I mean. That's where the love came in for members. Like people that even actually, like I brought a structure to my classes out in that field. Like if you booked in your 4 classes and you missed the class, I kicked you out of classes. I gave you penalties. You weren't allowed to come back for weeks. We had like a non-talking structure where you came to a class. My class was primarily to get you away from life. So we don't need you to be coming here and having you all talking about COVID and talking about I'm depressed at home. And I wanted my clients to come for 45 minutes and be free. And the only way you get free is by not interacting and bringing up stuff that goes on in your daily life. You get into a training situation where you're pushed to your limits. And for that 45 minutes, they wake up after that 45 minutes basically. It's like that they're sleeping. Yeah. In their head, their brains are sleeping from the world. Do you understand me? Did you ever do a tough workout or a tough run or any type of workout? But put your heart into the workout. Not sit there on your phone texting your mate about yesterday's drink or yesterday's football match because you're still in the world. You didn't go to break away from what you're supposed to break away from. Yeah. So I found like that a training session of intensity session, enough that you can handle obviously, breaks you away from the thoughts of life. For that split 45 minutes, which releases the endorphins of you walking away from that class saying, oh my God, what a class. I'm after forgetting that I had 20 grand loan in my bank that I can't pay. Or I'm after forgetting that my kids are stressing me out because no one's in skills and COVID. Like that's the way I brought it. You
can't concentrate that when you're sweating.
That's what I mean. So like when girls would say to me, oh, but I'm just talking, I was like, look, but you're not focusing on what we're trying to do. So that's why I brought a structure. Yeah. Now some people didn't like it and some people did. As I said to you earlier on, I felt it's more the people that was like me, that was broken. That was broken, and I don't mean broken, I mean broken in some sort of way that they were stressed. That's a broken spiritual thing that's in your mind that you're slightly broken. You think about that more than you think about life. Oh, I can't pay my bills. That's like that type of broken, or lost a ma, or lost a sister, or lost a brother. I brought my hurt to the field. Yeah. So when people came in, or when I was on that field, I broke away from life. I put my phone to the side and I trained. And I felt that. I felt that more than I've ever felt going to a gym.
So how would you describe, for someone who hasn't been there, how would you describe the atmosphere in G-Force if you're saying it's for people who are broken, it's not for people who want to be winners?
Winners succeed there as well, and broken people succeed there as well. There's no in between person. When I say that is, I say people that come that like don't want that type of push to make them get away from that lifestyle, or would like to be going. No, people that go to the gym, the only one that was talking to me on the phone. So them type of people that come to the gym and we'd be like, I had to get your phone away. You're not allowed on your phone. Give me 20 burpees for being on your phone. They'd be like, oh, well, you're a mad thing. What do you mean? Like, I'm here just to train. So the people that are here just to train, like for me, they're not. It's not what it's built for. I believe training is built. It's built to take you away from everything. It's something that a psychiatrist or a tablet or anything can't give you. It's like a drug, basically. When you take a drug, you're away from the world. You go away from the world. You jump out of that body and you go into a different body. You become a different person. Yeah. Probably wrong paraphrase to say that, but I have to go there. But that's what I mean.
But it's a good road to go down.
Yeah, but like, that's what I mean. Like for me, that's what I said. Like when I mean, like, gym is for everybody. Everybody from tall, small, in between, any type of ages, weights, categories, nationalities. We cater the whole lot, and nobody would get any different treatment than anybody else. But at the moment, like it's down to the members that has built the atmosphere in the gym. Like.
And just for people who don't know, like give us the numbers around G4.
So like
what, 2 years ago.
So I started off in the field 2 years ago with 4 people. One of the 4 people was Michael Forden. He's one of my main PTs now. Like he's the manager of the gym. He runs the whole gym. And he, like everything he did was G-force. Yeah, but I remember him standing with me, and he couldn't even, like, you wouldn't even hear him talk at the end of the field. He was so quiet. But then he started getting, like, he had a bad knee, so he's like, oh, I can't do your class, that's too hard. So he went off, and I came back 2 weeks later. But we had 4 people starting up, but then that grew to about 10, 15. Then I was charging €2 a class, 250. Sorry. So it was a tenner per week. You got 4 classes a week. We had no equipment at the time. I think we had one kettlebell. Barbell, a few little bits that I had in the house. So like I saved up to the first 3,000 or 4,000 euro, and we bought them all jumpers, yellow visor jackets. We got the masks because we wasn't allowed to have a mask train, so I bought them all G-force masks, hats, scarves. And then what happened was I remember one day, because I used to go back to my house back and forward, so I had to keep carrying the weights back and forward. So I used to be out in the field and I was doing 75,000 steps a day, 80,000 steps a day. I was walking 37 to 40 kilometers per day from my house would be here, and it'd be just where you open the gate to me. That'd be my house. But I had when I was running 6 classes a day. When I finished one class, I had to run all the equipment back into the gaff. I had to run all the equipment back out. I had to run all it. So I had to bring like 20 sets of dumbbells out one at a time, place them down, run back, get the other set, run back. So it was mad. Like I was always kind of, like it was full on. So Michael was one that, like, me and Michael built a good relationship with each other. And like anytime I was doing classes, he just was like, oh, I'd love to help you. And maybe he'd come into the class next day and he'd have everything wrote down that I'd done the day before. He's like, oh, I love that workout. I was doing that at home and I had to have a set of dumbbells. So I always felt a good connection with him. Like, I said, you're really into what I offer. Do you know what I mean? Like if I was saying, girls, someone's talking in class, he'd be like, guys, let's just listen up and get the workout done. That's what we're here to do. So I always felt that connection with Mick. So I offered him a job. He goes, oh, I'm a taxi driver. I goes, Mick, I guarantee you, like, because nobody's seeing. Like when I started in the field, I remember I had 4 people and a van drove past, and a loud young was screaming out the window, bleeding mongoose out training in the field. It was in the pissings. So I don't know how to say that. It was raining, like you couldn't see in front of you. We were drowning in face rain all over. We were sitting in a swimming pool. It was like we were in a swimming pool. So and I'm just the girls. I was like, what? I goes, girls, I promise you, in a year's time, we will be the people looking back at them, because where we're going to be going. And they're like, what do you mean? I goes, like, we're going to build something nobody's ever going to see. It's never going to be done again.
It's time for a quick break. I hope you're enjoying the episode. Just to let you know that we have a special discount code for podcast listeners. If you go to our website and enter POD15, you'll get 15% off. That's POD15 for 15% off on all Gym Plus Coffee websites. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, and turn on that notification button so you never miss an episode. But let's get back to the chat.
And 800 people now, is that right?
We've been around 800 members, yeah.
It's unbelievable.
So our smallest class would be 80 people in one class.
And the location and the design and the murals.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
like the way I'm not, like as I said, I'm a bit of an in-between I am, yeah. One of those little weirdos. Do you know what I mean? I have a big fashion for like the likes of Avengers and all them. So I always just wanted, like every gym is black and white. And there's no heart to a black and white picture. It's just bland, it's black and white. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So I always wanted to bring colour. Because I believe that's what we were. Like we brought love, we brought good energy, so to be staring at a black and white wall, I never felt anything from that. So when I looked at the gym, I painted a black and white first. If you go back through my old videos, it's black and white. And I couldn't look at it. I was like, I'm not a black and white, it's not a black and white. I always kept saying that to myself, it's not black and white. We're not here, like I don't want to bring that. I don't want anyone to feel that in 2 years' time that they can see what and then just do exactly what we do. So I got this fella in 23 M Graphics, one of the best drawers in the world. Like, he done me whole gym freelance, the whole lot of it. 23 M Graphics, but he's absolutely world class. He just comes in, looks at the wall, spray paints it. Now, like, I'm a type of person. I'm a personal trainer. You're a clothes brand, so if I just come to you and say I want this tracksuit and tell you how I want it, you'd be looking at me saying, "Who's the clothes brander?" If you came to me in a personal trainer and you told me how to train you, I'd be like, "Who's the personal trainer?" Yeah. So when he came into my gym, I said, "Mate, I want you to just to be." So the dog, you know the one. Yeah, the dog. Yeah. The dog comes from me Missy. So I bought a dog through lockdown. Her name's Missy. So I said I want Missy on my wall. So we put Missy on the wall. So that was our first one. So Missy went up on the wall. The baby's up on the wall. We have the baby crying face. So again, we just brought the character. Do you know what I mean? Like what happens when you finish the workout? How does it feel at the workout at the leg day? So we just taught the baby. And then the Hulk, we had the Hulk in there. And then because like our gym was like when we started G-Force was all women. So rather than having them, like if you go into 90% of the gyms, they're all mostly men.
Why was it all women, do you think?
Like that, I felt lads couldn't like because of my background. I think, to be honest with you, because of my background and who I was and what I used to be years ago. I don't think lads were ever drawn to me because they probably thought that's a muppet from Gymlet. He was a muppet all his life, whatever I was doing. So I don't think lads were more drawn to what I was offering. Because if you missed the class, you were out for a week. If you came in and you were talking, I'd send them on a kilometre run. So you know what to do, take your one and you can chat about the outside of this class, but not in my class. Do you know what I mean? So I always had structure. So I think when lads came in, they were like, yeah, this thing's a skit. Yeah. I'm not training with this mad thing.
And is it more balanced now?
It's not more like, yeah, it is more balanced, but I've brought the class up to that level that there's no room to think anymore. Like. Yeah, okay. You don't have room to think. Like they're not like we change the system every single day. So you like it's not like when you go into a gym you do a pump on a Monday, and then the next one is a pump, next one is a pump, next one is a pump. Okay. And then after 3 weeks, it's bleeding pump. It's pump Monday. It's pump Monday. It's barbell Tuesday. Yeah. It's cardio. It's spin Wednesday. Like with them type of structures, I don't believe they work. I don't believe they work. I personally don't believe they work. I think you get bored of them. You do 4 weeks and you take 2 weeks off. But you'll always come back for the next 4 weeks. Yeah. But you'll have no consistency of a year to 2 year to 3 year. I look at it as a gym as a lifestyle. So I try to train my members. It's a lifestyle. Oh, George, I want results in 6 weeks. Well, you're in the wrong place, love. Yeah. We're not going to offer you results in 6 weeks. We're going to offer you a better mindset, a better body control, better body confidence, a better feel-good factor, better mindset, a better awareness of how you eat and how you treat yourself and how you look at yourself, and how you feel about yourself. So that's what I try to bring to my clients. Like my clients come in to me, I know my clients have their eyebrows done. I know if a lad gets his hair cut, but I mightn't remember their name. But a girl said, a girl she got a tattoo on her shoulder, and I noticed it. A fella got his hair cut. So man, you got your hair cut today, you look fresh. Oh, how do you even notice that? My missus didn't even notice that. I know I'm an individual. I know every client in my gym individually. So I know when they're in bad mood, now they're in a good mood. If they walk in, their head slumped, their shoulders are dropped, I know they're not in good mood. If they walk in, their chin's high, the smiles are high, I know they're in great form. I can always tell a client and shit, clients always mind that, how do you know I was in bad mood? I know by that body posture of how me climb. And I'm very hard. My brain's a bit stupid, not a bit stupid, but it's very like when it comes to names and reading and writing. I've never had any expertise in that. I've none. Like I can barely read my own writing. Do you know what I mean? So I haven't very bad acknowledging that. So like when it comes to names, it's just if I get here 10 names, it's gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all my life I've always built myself around images, how people look, how people dress. So like facial expressions. Do you know what I mean? So I'll always remember your face. I'll always remember your walk. If I seen you from a mile away, I'd say, do you know what I mean? So that's how I was all my life. That's how I always kind of remember people, remember things. Was to clock them in me vision of what I seen. So just like things like that, and I think like that's what happened. Like so, when I took all my PTs on, like I've handpicked all my trainers for what they offer, not for what they are.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Like I had PTs come in and they were, I'm the best PT and I have 60,000 followers, and your 60,000 followers mean nothing to me, buddy, because they're not going to help that person walking through the door. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your followers do nothing for this person walking in. So what are you going to offer that person? Just things like that, like teamwork. Like one person fails, we all fail in my gym. Do you understand me? Like if one person is tired, like we'll all feel that, because we're a unit. We work as a unit. Again, like I say to my lads every night, lads, make sure you touch base with a few members, text a few members, see how they are, check in on them, find out if any birthdays are coming up, if anything's coming up, we can get them a little sing happy birthday to them. Any members, like if anything happens to families, we try to get flowers out to them, we touch base with them, we give them, like, we do good family days, like if there's 6 people coming in, they're paying €60, look, it's one of the kids go free. Your family, if your kid's not working, I get that kid for free. So like I always match someone's. I can always see if somebody needs that little bit of help.
Yeah.
If they're struggling in that area, can't get to this class, can't get to that class. I'll have to take next week off because something, but I know it's taking next week off because I can't afford that next week. So
I think it's really interesting because like you read a lot of research or a lot of reports come out, and like health and fitness and health and wellness and all that kind of stuff is getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
It is.
But actually, there's a bigger divide happening as well. Is that like the people who are into it are
They're
getting much
right.
healthier and fitter, but the people who are being left behind are being left behind. Do you see that as well? That there is still a segment of people that are
I
not
see that
in
big
it?
time. Because like, if you think of it this way, right? Like without just saying it straight at the back, like if you see a gym and they're advertising that gym, what do you think the gym does? What would you say the gym does? They ring models from a modelling agency. Would you come in and model at my gym and let us get videos of you? Straight away, what's that tell you? Have you seen that in the video and you're seeing a young fella ripped to bits, banging out a lot of bicep curls, this is Air Gym, come to Air Gym, and you're sitting there, you're overweight, you can barely even be in a gym, and you see that picture. Now that's not even their gym, because they just don't want to put that person that's in a bad state on the video, because they don't think it's going to sell, because image sells. That's what people believe now. You feel good, you look good, I'm going to put you on my page. Like, you look good, you have 70,000 followers straight away. Do you know what I mean? What about the women and men that work that bollocks off every single day, have 6 and 7 kids, breaking that like and they pay a membership every single year to the gym, and they just push themselves. They don't care about them. She's nothing to me. She's not going to get me followers. She only has 20 followers on her page. But realistically, that woman would get my gym more followers and more people come to my gym than a little man with a 6-pack that has 120,000 followers that 20,000 of them interact with him. Do you know what I mean? Like things like that. Like I had a PT come to me and he had over 100,000 followers, and he was with me for 3 months and didn't bring me one member into the gym. So I'm like, yeah, like you didn't bring me one member into this gym. Oh yeah. You know, like that, because I just have to keep going. But, mate, you don't have to go, mate. You're not what we're looking for. Like,
Yeah.
it's little things like that where people don't get. Some people look at fitness as a different angle. Get ripped, get rapid, get biceps, get chest, get abs. I want the abs in a week, George. You're not going to get abs in a week. And when you get them, they're going to go the week later. They're not sustainable unless you genetically have that in you. Why don't you not train for you and change your mindset? Change your attitude to life. Change how you look at things. Change how you feel about yourself. Look in the mirror and see a woman with a little bit of a hip, a little bit of a chin, a little bit of a baggy arm, and love that person, because you train 6 days a week, you have around 5 kids, you're in work 9 to 5, you come home and you make time for the gym. You're a winner. Why? How are you not a winner doing that? That's what I say to my members. That's what I bring to my members, is that sometimes I'll be hard on a few members, and I think the ones I'll be hard on is the ones that need hardship, because they get pampered so much by everybody else, because they use stress and anxiety and depression. They use them, not knowing it, but people will then let them kind of, oh yeah, you're okay, yeah, Brian, you can do that. When they come to me and say, oh George, not doing it, pull your socks up. You're in there, you're well capable and well able. And then they leave out of class saying, oh thanks, but you believing in me. You didn't just let me go. Like, I run after people. People walk in my class early, I run down the road after them and I say, where are you going? Oh, I'm not up for it today, I'm not in good mood. I pull them straight back into the class. Walk them straight, march them straight back in. You're not going, go back in there, finish your workout, and then you can go home moaning all you want. Once you complete that 45-minute workout, because you don't complete that 45-minute workout, that for the whole entire day, love, you're going to be sitting in your house, depressed the way you already were, and in that 30 minutes as you walked out of that gym, it's going to play on your mind on top of that, and you're just adding to that. Complete that 45-minute workout, and I promise you, your day is going to be 10 times better than all it is. You'll be getting phone calls at the end of the night. George, you were so right. It's the power of a workout, but doing a workout for the right reasons.
Yeah, to get with other people.
Yeah. But to get, like, if you train for your mind, the body follows. No matter what, the body will follow. If you train for the body, how can your mind follow that? Because your mind will never see the finished artwork in the mirror. Because all your mind is seeing is a six-pack. When you get the six-pack, oh, my chest is sagging. When you get the chest, oh, my abs are gone again. Oh, my abs are gone. Oh, my chest is at the sagging. Oh, my shoulders are sagging. Oh, that man has bigger biceps than me. Oh, my legs are too skinny. I'm at the focusing too much on my abs and my chest. They're not training for the right reason. So all of that body will always look off. Will always look off. Yeah. They'll always find a fault. Train the mind to feed the body.
So with all of that, what, and 800 members already in one location, what's the vision for G-Force?
The vision at the moment, like, I was going to open up a gym, and I was going to open up a gym in Dubai, and I was going to open up, that was a goal. I was going to open up another gym here in Dublin. And then when I was doing that, over the last couple of weeks, I took on a lot of stress in the gym. And I started kind of not going up to the classes, and I was kind of hiding away, and I was getting stressed out, looking for locations. People like, oh, gym two, let's get it up. You have so many members, you need to get it done. Let's go to Finglas, let's go to Northside, let's get it over the Northside. And I think what that brought then is it brought a cloud back over my head of another anxiety of chasing something that doesn't need to be fixed. I don't need another gym. Why do I need to open another gym? To make more money? I've never done it for money. So I don't need to open up a gym to take more stress on, take more bills on, take more, and then I can't give annual amount, then I can't give my own gym now the respect that it deserves, because I'm off trying to build another name that can't be built again. If I build another gym, I will never get to where I am now. So I didn't do it. I didn't build that. My members built that. I supported them with a facility, which I brought a structure, which I brought a feel-good factor of that person with a six-pack is no better than me. That man over there is no better than her. That woman is no better than that man. There's no better, there's no minimum. If you're in a group, I have girls in my class, I won't even allow them to sit in a group of 5 people. I want you spaced out around the gym. George, we're not kids. It's nothing to do with being kids. It's to do with the fact that if you walk into a gym and you see 5 people on a set of 5 bikes, and there's a little bike in between there, but they're all talking to each other, you're only coming into my gym, would you go sit in the middle of them bikes? If you were new to a gym, and you're seeing 6 people in a line, all talking and giggling, and that 7th bike in the centre was free, straight away your feel factor walking into that gym is awkward. Straight away. No matter what. Your whole class is round. You're already in that awkward feeling straight away. Brings you straight to a gym. You just think of a gym, oh, this is like a gym. This reminds me of a gym when I'm out here, stressed out a bit, class over, gone, never comes back. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So I bring that factor in that every person can sit anywhere. So if I see groups of 5 and 6, used to over that side of the gym, used to down that side of the gym, I don't mind 2 people, because 2 people come together. But enough that girl can now sit in there and have 5 strangers in between her, where she feels now feels relaxed.
Just remove that fear.
Yeah, just remove that fear, because she's not going to talk to 6 people. Just know them. And then them 6 people are going to talk over her, not knowing that they're doing it, because they don't do it personally. It's not a personal vendetta that 6 people attack a random person in the gym. But that's what happens, and that's what people feel in the gym, and that's why people don't go to gyms. Because that's what's built. So that's what we bring to the gym. We bring that. It's a community. These are all one. These are part of one. One person talks in the class, I punish everyone for it. Punishment's not a good word, but it is. I like punishment. But they will all feel it. I won't just say to that person, single her out and make her feel stupid in the class and say, you'll give me 20 rupees. I wouldn't even mention the girl's name that done it. I would just say, guys, one person in the class that's talking, whole lot is down, 20 burpees are up to the depot. Yeah. So they can't look at that person and make that person feel down there on the ground. Like.
I'd say it's a great message, and it's a great philosophy. And it's great to hear the story. I have one last question, which is the award a few weeks ago. So the whole idea behind Gym Plus Coffee is to make life richer. We built the community around that idea. It was so important to us, we named the awards after it. Yeah. Make life richer. What does that mean to you? And you don't need to define it. You don't I'm just more thinking when you hear those words, what does that mean for you? What does that mean for G-Force?
I'm personally, for G-Force, on my point of view, I just feel like that you chase the same thing of it's been in a community together. It's to make people feel rich without having money. Do you understand me? Without having to have any guilty runners on. Like I've done runners for 5 years. That doesn't, what I'm trying to say to you is that's what I feel makes life richer, is that making a life for everyone that doesn't have to be rich, poor, in between, and you offer them that bit of community, a bit of vibes. I've seen is that big open fields and big classes that just do. It's been the same. It's been the same thing. It's a bit bigger than us, but I mean, it's been that exact same love. You've seen it in the award on the night. He's what baffled about the amount of people that showed up that award. When I was sitting there and I could see that, I was like, these boys, I don't think even expected this amount of people to show up. And you could see the love and enjoyment in use when that place was full. Every time someone cheered, he was sitting over there looking at each other like 2 or 3 kids.
Yeah, you're right.
And you still to be as big as you are and still have the personality like that and not be sitting up on a stage like 3 yuppies, thinking, we're at the making it in life, so we look down at these people. So you still look, and because even said it, we didn't expect to have this night this big. Next time it's going to be bigger, but that was so is new, and they just didn't go all out and open up the Tree Arena, thinking we're gym and coffee, we're going to fill the Tree Arena. Do you understand me? That's what people do. Yeah. They open up places and they think, because we're making this amount of money a week, we're now in the 10% club of not everyone else is nothing to us. Do you understand me? So you just bought a little venue and filled it and had a great night and loved every bit of it. Everyone could see that. Yeah. And he's ran a really good show. So that's what I mean. That was my first never going there, first award ever winning in my life. I loved it, every bit of it. I was proud to be there. I was proud to be part of it.
Well, thanks a million for joining us. Love chatting to you. Love the ethos and the message behind the whole thing. So congrats on everything with you.
Appreciate that, brother. Thank you very much.
You've been listening to the Gym Plus Coffee podcast. If you enjoy these conversations, don't forget to follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts, and turn on that notification button so you never miss an episode. Don't forget, we have a special discount code for podcast listeners. Go to our website and enter POD15 for 15% off. That's POD15 for 15% off on all Gym Plus Coffee websites. Thanks for listening.